Hello, welcome to the channel. Right, AQA GCSE Maths Foundation Tier, Paper 1, Non-Calculator, November 17. Okay, 9 to 1 this one. No calculator. Right, okay, don't forget, subscribe to the channel once I can get this thing to go up and down. I don't know, maybe it's doing something really weird today. There we go, we get an hour and a half to do it. And let us see what we're doing. Circle the decimal which has the same value of 3/5. Well, 1/5 is 0.2. So 3/5 will be 0.6. How many millimeters are there in 7.5 centimeters? 75. Which of these shapes has two lines of symmetry? A semicircle? No, that's only got one on that. A trapezium? No, that's only an isosceles triangle. No, that's only one. So it must be a rhombus, which has got one there and one there. So we'll go for rhombus. Circle the number as 7 less than minus 12, so it's minus 19. X minus 3 equals 14, so x will be equal to 17. And solve 5y is 5y is 45, so y equals 45 divided by 5, which equals 9. Solve 8 plus w equals 6, so w will equal 6 minus 8, which equals minus 2. Work out 9174 divided by 11. Don't like this one. 9174 divided by 11. Well, 8 11s are 88. So that's 8 with 3 left over, and 3 11s are 33 with 4 left over, and 4 11s. So 8, 3, 4. Work out this to a mixed number. Alright, so 5 over 6 plus 3 over 7. Right, so 6 7s are 42. Cross multiply 35 plus 18 is 45, 53. So we've got 53 over 42, which equals 1, and 11 over 42. That's a peculiar number. But they seem to like it. Right, okay, number 7. The diagram shows the scores given by judges during a TV show. Which was the mode? Mode is the most common. So mode is the most common. So 9 people scored 4 points. So 4 points is the most common. There were 4 judges. Each judge gave 1 score in each round. How many rounds were there? 4 judges. So I'm going to do this. Let's add up all the scores, yeah? So 3, 9, 15, 24, and 28. So there were 28 scores altogether. It's a bit weird that. Let's just divide by 4 equals 7. 7 rounds. Bit weird. Number 8. A library book was due to be returned on the 22nd of September. It was actually returned on the 14th of October. There is a fine of 8p for every day the book was late. Work out the total fine. So 30 days have September. So there would have been 3 days overdue in September. 3 days in September. And another 14 days in October. And that's 17 days. It was, oh no, it was returned on the 14th, so you only have to pay 13 days worth of October. So 16 days times 8p. Right, 16 times 8. 6 8s are 48, and 1 8 is 8, and 4 is 12. So we've got the number 128. So that is £1 28 pence. Okay, I think that looks right. In a game, 3 stars are hidden at random. A square is chosen at random. What's the star behind it? So there's 25 squares, and we've got 3 stars, so it's 3 out of 25 will be the answer to that one. In one game, the stars behind 3 consecutive squares. The squares are in a row or a column. One of the squares is E2. There. Now write down all the possible pairs of the 2 squares. Of the other 2 squares. So it could be. So we know we've got this one. Yeah, we know we've got this one. Colour that in. So they're behind 3 consecutive squares. So it could be that one, that one, that one, that one, or even that one. Yeah, go 3 down there and 3 up. So I think we've got all those squares. So let's just list them out. So we could have E1 and E3. Yeah, we could have E3 and E4, and we could have C2 and D2. Complete the table to show the equivalent fractions. 3/10 is 30%. That's 43 over 100. And 5 halves is 250. 250%. That's a bit awkward. 250%. Yeah. Uh-oh. Cards are in packs of red or blue in the ratio. What fraction of the cards are red? So we've got 2 out of 5 altogether. 2 out of 5 altogether. In a different pack, 72 cards. 5/9 are yellow. Work out the number of yellow cards. So we've got 72 times 5/9. So 72 times 5 is 2 5s are 10 and 5 7s are 35. So that's 360. So we've got 360 divided by 9. And 4 9s are 36. And so that will be 40 out of 72. How many edges are there on a square-based pyramid? We've got 4 around the bottom, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think that's 8 altogether. 8 altogether. How many faces on a triangular prism are triangles? 2, 1 at either end. Yeah. 13. A bus can be early or late, or even on time. The probability the bus is early is 0.1. The probability the bus is on time is 0.6. What's it late? So everything will add to 1. So add those 2 together and it's 0.7. Take that away from 1 and it equals 0.3. on the grid below, draw the graph of that from x from -3 to +3. So I'm going to make a little table. I'm going to go x and y. It's a straight line, so I only need to do 1, 2, and 3. When it's a straight line graph, you only need to do 3 points. If they line up, you're done. So x is 1, so 1 plus, I've got to find out what y is. So y equals 2 minus x. That's better. So if x is 1, then 2 minus 1 is 1. When x is 2, 2 minus 2 is 0. When x is 3, 2 minus 3 is -1. So I should get 3 points here. So 1, 1, and 2, 0, and 3 minus 1. Now, it says from -3 to 3. So there's the 3. So we've got to keep going up. There, there, and there. Yeah. Because they're in a straight line, so there's no need to work out the other bits. Okay, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. 5% of a number is 31. 1% of the same number is 6.2. Work out 13%. So we've got 5% is 31. Another 5% is 31. And 1% is 6.2. And another 1% is 6.2. And another 1% is 6.2. So if we add all those numbers up, we should get 13% of that number. So 2, 2, 2 is 6, 18, 19, 20, and 6, 7, 8. So that should be 80.6 for question 15. Okay, so now we go to the next question, which is complete the grid so that when you multiply the 3 numbers in any column, row, or diagonal, the answer is always 1. Oh, right. So a 20th times a 20 is 1. So that would have to be a 20th of 20. What are we doing? We multiply 3 numbers in any row and the answer is 1. I would have thought that was 1. Yeah? And that would be a 5th, wouldn't it? Yeah? Because a 5th of 10 is 2. 2 times a half is 1, so that all equals 1. A 20th times 20, that equals 1. 2 times 5 is 10, and we multiply that by a 10th, that equals 1. So does this right? Half times is 10 times a 10th, that equals 1. A 5th times 1 is a 5th times 5 equals 1. And a 10 times a 20th of 10 is a half times 2 equals 1. And diagonal. Excuse me. Oh dear, dear, dear. Oh, the things I do to help you with maths. I'm not very well. Okay, so let's go down to question 17. And question 17 is a sequence has 3 terms. The term-to-term rule for the sequence is multiply by 8 and then add 11. The first term is 1. Work out the third, so 1 minus 1 minus 1 times by 8 is minus 8. Add 11 is 3. Now, next one. 3 times 8 is 24. Add 11 is 35. So 35 is the third term. The order of the three terms is reversed to make a new sequence. Work out the term-to-term rule for this new sequence. Alright, so 35 and 3 and minus 1. So what we're doing, we're taking away 11 and then divide by 3. So minus 11, then divide by 3. Let me go back. What did they say? It must be the... oh, hang on. I said... What did I say? My head and my hand didn't join up together there because I said... Let's get the... Oh, come on, please. See, not only am I not well, but the computer's not well. OneNote not responding. Oh, come on. Now, this is going to be wrong, isn't it? Let's... Right. It's going to be the opposite of that, isn't it? I don't know where I got the... So what we do is we take away 11 and then we divide by... Have I done this right? Multiply by 8 and add 11. Yeah. So we will do the opposite way round. We're going to take away 11 and take away 11. That will give us 24 and then divide by 8. I don't know. I probably said the right numbers, but my hand wasn't listening to my brain. Right, show that x is 100. Oh, that one over there. So we know that one's 70, yeah, because it's vertically opposite to that. Now we've got three of the 4 of there. So if we do 360, take away all this lot added together, what's that? That's 120 and the 90 in the top corner and the 70. And that's 0, 11, 18, 280. Take away 280. So 360, take away 280, 218. So that equals 80 for that corner, and x will be 180 because it's on a straight line. Take away the 80 equals 100. Right, use 2 gallons equals 9 litres. Convert 17 gallons into litres. Oh, right. 2 gallons is 9. So do the 17 divided by the 2, and we'll find out how many lots of 2 gallons there are. So that is 2 eighths of 16, so that's 8.5. Now if we do 8.5 times 9, 9 5s or 5 nines are 45, and 72 is 8 nines, so that's 76. Now that's about 4 times that is 76.5 litres. 76.5 litres for the question that says 9, number 19. So now we're going to go on to a question that says I'm number 20. Ooh. N is an odd number. P is a prime number. In each part write down possible values of n and p so that n plus p is a square number. So let's do some odd numbers and do some prime numbers. Yeah, odd numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7. They usually don't make you go too far. Prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, and 7. So if we add the two together, they're going to be a square number. So we can add any of these two together. So squares. Let's write down the square numbers. 1 1 squared, 2 2s are 4, Anything that adds up to 4 now. 3 threes are 9. Anything that adds up to 9. No. 7 and 5. 4, no. 16. Anything adds up to 16. Oh, looks as though we've got to go further. So the next odd number is 9, and the next prime number is 11. So have we got anything that adds up to 16? Oh yeah, 9 plus 7. So we can have 9 for the odd number and 7 for the prime number. Yeah, so 9 plus 7 equals 16. 16 is a square number. Now n times p is a square number. So 1 times 3, no. 5 fives. Oh, 5 fives, that looks good. And next square number up is 25. So we can have 5 and 5. So 5 times 5 equals 25. And 25 is a square. So number 21. Joe wants to bisect angle BCD. So use the pair of compasses to draw arcs of the radius from BD to which is got to, and draw a straight line through the intersection. Write down the error in our method. Well, these lines are different lengths, so that line is a radius of there, and that line is a radius from there. No, you can't because they're different lengths. What you should have done is mark CB and CD first of all, like that. Yeah, same distance. And then arc from both marks. So they could have run an arc there and then an arc. Oh. That's getting in the way now, isn't it? Whoops. Like that. I've done that a bit wonky. A bit wonky. Trying to be clever. Never works. Are they the same distance? I think they are. So let's have an arc that's about that distance there. Let's have an arc that's about that distance there. Something like that. And then you can split them up. Don't forget, subscribe. Yes. K wants to show all the points 3 kilometers from point P. So 1 centimeter equals 1 kilometer. So therefore 3 centimeters equals 3 kilometers. So you would draw a radius of 3 centimeters. Yeah. And then just would be, well, look at that. That's a circle and a half. Yeah. It's a bit of a rubbish circle actually. I'm going to see whether I can actually draw a proper circle on here. There. So there you go. So you draw a circle with a radius, I can't measure it, a radius of 3. Might be a bit bigger than that, don't know. Here's our answer. Oh, didn't I have to do that? What's wrong with our answer? Should have been a circle. Radius 3 centimeters. Yes. Let's go. Another question. Here's a rectangle. Use a pair of compasses and a straight edge. Construct one line of symmetry. Pair of compasses and a straight edge. Okay. Right, so what I'm going to do is going to use I haven't got one. Can't do it with this. There's a pen, and there's a pen, yeah, or pencil, and there's my thingy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my point there, and I'm going to put my pencil up over there somewhere, yeah. So then I'm going to do an arc up there, and then I'm going to put the point there and then my pencil there and do another arc over there and keep everything the same. Yeah, and I'm going to do one the same, and I'm going to point, pencil, arc, point, pencil, arc, and then join them up. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. You get bonus points for something like that. It's great. Oh, what's this? X, Y is 74. X plus Y is 88. Work out the values of X minus Y. Right. 7 plus 4 equals 11. Right. 88 divided by 11 equals 8. So these are worth 8. So the X is 7 times 8, which is 56. And the Y is 4 times 8, which is 32. So X minus Y is 56 minus 32, which equals 24. 24, and we're up to 22. Right. Number 23. Anil's home is from a kilometre from a shop. He walked from home to the shop at a constant speed of 10 minutes. Okay. He stopped at the shop for 5 minutes. He walked home at 8 minutes. Make 2 criticisms. The 0 to 10 minutes walk to the shop should be a straight line. It's going up in a bit of a, should be a straight line. Yeah, it's going up a bit of a curve there. It should be like that. Should be like that. Straight line. Now, what else is wrong with that? And then he walked home. So after he stopped at the shop for a bit, he walked home. So that bit should have gone down there. So walk home, line in wrong direction. The wrong direction. 3 whole numbers are rounded to the nearest 10. The sum of the rounded numbers is 70. What's the maximum possible sum for the original 3 numbers? So we've got to make 3 numbers that just add up to 70. Any 3 numbers. So go 20 plus 20 plus 30. That equals 70, doesn't it? Yeah. But these numbers are rounded to the nearest 10. The maximum possible sum for the original. So we're going to call that 24 plus 24 plus 34. Yeah. So that's 70, it's 82. 82 is the maximum it can be. So that was question 24. Now, circle the expression for the range of n consecutive integers. Right, the range of n consecutive integers. So, n consecutive integers. Right, so if we have consecutive integers, oh right, so like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that sort of, these are consecutive integers, and the range of consecutive integers is the number of integers. So say if we have one integer, we're going to have 2 integers, yeah? Say we do that and that. So the n consecutive, so that will be 2, and the range of these 2 numbers is just 1. So if you had 3 numbers, the range of those 3 numbers would be 2. So it's n, the number of numbers, take away 1. Right, three identical triangle things, yeah? Three identical isosceles triangles, yeah, are joined to make this trapezium. Each triangle has a base B and a perpendicular height h. Work out an expression in terms of B for the area of the trapezium. In B and H, for the area of the trapezium is normally like A plus B over 2 times H. Well, we've got B, so we've got B plus 2B over 2 times a H. So would we have 3B over 2 times H? So I could squish them together, 3BH, so I could get 3 base height divided by 2, or like that. Or you could even simplify that to be 1.5 base height. Yeah, anything like that. So as long as you remember the formula for the area of the trapezium, you shouldn't be too bad. Uh-oh. What's this? Work out an expression in terms of B for the perimeter of the trapezium. Oh, so B is sort of, let's have a look. So we've got 2 B's as the same as 3 S's. Right, so for the perimeter, we've got an S and a B and a B. So let's do it with the S's in first, and then try and work out what the S's are in terms of B. So we know we've got 3B plus 2S. Now what is 2S? Now if we double that, yeah, then we'd get 6. So would that be 4? Would that be another 4B? I think 2S is the same as 4B. 6S. Oh yeah, let's do another 6. Yeah, oh, another 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we got another 2 up there. So 6S is the same as 4B. So instead of putting that 2S, we can put, it's 6 is 6 to 4. We can put 4B instead of that 2S. So we get 3B plus 4 plus 2S. 3B equals 2S. 3B equals 2S. So oh, hang on. S's. So 2S is the same as 3B. 2S is the same as 3B. It's the other way around, isn't it? Yeah. It's the other way around. All that fancy little rubbish there. Yeah. I wonder whether we can do it like we're doing paint. So I've got 2S. Oh yeah, look. B to S, 2 to 3. I've got 2 S's. 2 S's. Yeah. So 2 divided by 3 is 2/3. And then multiply that by 2/3. So 2 times 2/3 is 4/3. Oh no, that doesn't work out right, does it? Ratio. nonsense. The ratio nonsense. I know that 2s is going to be the same as 3b's. It just is, yeah? 2s, so it's the answer is going to be 6b. Yeah, it just is. I can't explain it, which is terrible. I just know what the answer is. Here's a quarter of a circle, radius 6. Work out the area of the quarter of a circle in terms of pi. So the area is pi r squared over 4, because it's a quarter. 6 is the 36, so we've got 36 pi divided by 4, which is 9 pi. 9 pi. Right, so must be near the end now. 28. There's millions of questions. Write that in standard form. 1.25 times 10 to the what? Go from the dot. 1, 2, 3, 4. 10 to the 4. Write that as an ordinary number. So I'm going to go from my 3.4. I'm going to go over here. 3.4. And I'm going to go left 2. 1, 2. So that becomes 0.034. Work out the value of this. So let's do square root of 3, that's that squared, times the square root of 2 and the square root of 2. So that's 3 and that's 2, and that will be 6. That will be 6. Got any more? Turn over more questions. Goodness me. 4 candidates in an election were A, B, C, and D. The pie chart shows the proportion of votes for each candidate. Okay. Work out the probability the person who voted, chosen at random, voted for C. Okay, so we've got to work out that probability. All of that equals 360. So 360 equals 90 plus x plus 2x plus 10 plus 2x. Okay, how many x's is that? Is that 100 plus 5x? 360. Okay, take 100 away, so 260 equals 5x. 260 divided by 5 equals x. Divided by 10 is 26. 52, which equals 52. So x equals 52. So we've got 2 times 52 plus 10, which is 104, plus 10, which is 114. So that's 114 degrees. So the probability that they're going to vote for that is going to be 114 30, question 30. Is going to be 114 out of 360. Right, can we simplify that? So we can go half of that is 57. 57 over 180. 57 over 180. Could divide by 3, can't we? Because that's 19s. Yeah, so that would be 19 over a third of that, 19 over 60. If it's smaller than I can get that. Alright. Always a lot of questions in this. Factorise. Difference of 2 squares. It's that. Square root of x squared is x and x. And we got a plus and a minus. Doesn't matter which way round it goes. Square root of that is 10. And solve that. So we've got 7x plus 6 is greater than 1 plus 2x. Take away 2x from both sides. So we've got 5x plus 6 is greater than 1. Take away 6, 5x is greater than minus 5. So divide by 5, x is minus 5 divided by 5. So is that going to come out to, I hope it does, going to come out to minus 5 divided by minus 5. So could we simplify that? Just divide that into that is minus 1, isn't it? So x is greater than minus 1. Okay, right, so where are we going now? We go back to here and go there. Having a bit of, there we are, it's back. So let's let's wind it back up to the beginning. It never stops there anyway. Never stops there. And so there we are. So, wow, that was all right, wasn't it? Managed to get through that one okay. Just that little ratio thing with the S's and the B's, bit bonkers. But never mind, you can subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you along. Make a comment, ask me to do some other ones, different exam boards if you're desperate to have a practice. Put your thumbs up, say you've watched it, and down below there's links to other videos you can watch. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.